Can't think of a better snack for the she, theys, and gays than 18 actors who wore prosthetics on screen and 19 celeb men who really went full frontal, okay? So before you pick out your movies for this weekend, let me introduce you to this list. Let me start with A Million Little Pieces. Okay, I've watched that movie probably 10 times. Not for the plot. Not for the plot. Charles Melton is wearing a prosthetic in May, December. Mark Wahlberg wore a prosthetic on Boogie Nights. Finn Wittrock wore a prosthetic on Ratched. Prosthetics in the movie Vacation. Adam Damos, prosthetic in Netflix's Sex Life. Adam Scott and Jason Schwartzman both wore prosthetics on The Overnight. He always looks like a little, speaking of lesbians, but he always looks like a lesbian to me. I'm like attracted to him not because he's a man, but because he looks like an academic, intellectual lesbian from like a small liberal arts college that I had like a one-night stand with one time. Joe Chulio definitely wore a prosthetic in Wonderlust. Now, it was the real thing in Equus, and those pictures live rent-free in my mind, but it was not the real thing in Guns Akimbo or Harry Potter. Will Poulter! Dude, We're the Millers. He's in that. It's one of my favorite comedies. It's just a Jennifer Aniston comedy. It's like so stupid, but it's actually so good with Emma Roberts and Ron Swanson. Prosthetic, obviously. In The Boys promotional poster, he's wearing a prosthetic to add bulge. That was due to notes from Amazon Studios. Jeff Bezos wanted that thang to be thangin'. Okay, Jeff. Taylor Zakar Perez on Minx is wearing a prosthetic. He's got pretty as fuck eyes. Look at them eyes. Those are some bedroom ass eyes. Hey. Sebastian Stan wore a prosthetic to play Tommy Lee and Pam and Tommy for obvious reasons. Shout out to Brittany Furlan, girl. Climb up that pole. But allegedly, Sebastian Stan's prosthetic was like so big that there was technical difficulties with it. Simon Rex in Red Rocket wore a prosthetic. I wonder how many of these guys actually didn't wear prosthetics or did wear prosthetics and then after the fact took credit or didn't take credit, you know? Low key, think about that. Eric Dane was wearing a prosthetic in Euphoria. God, that scene still makes me a little queasy. John Cena wore a prosthetic in Trainwreck. Ugh, that scene also still makes me queasy. Matthew Price wore a prosthetic in that scene in HBO's Girls. And allegedly, he let Carrie Russell, his partner, pick the prosthetic for him. Because he said that it put him in an awkward position. If he chose a giant one, people would be like, what a dick. So he let his partner choose it. Carrie Russell, I love Felicity. Hodor. Christian Nairn was wearing a prosthetic. He claims it was fantastic feeling. Okay. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but he said it felt fantastic. Why are my pants wet? Oh, because Theo James is on my fucking screen. I love you. I love you. But it was a prosthetic in The White Lotus, unfortunately. Actually, I think it's real. I'm gonna objection. It was definitely real. He's definitely hung like a fucking, like a goat. Jonathan Sadowski in Netflix's Sex Life, he's the only one who did not confirm nor deny whether or not he was wearing a prosthetic. I haven't seen the scene. If anyone has, let me know why he would neither confirm nor deny that. Michael Fassbender was real in the movie Shame. One of my friends that works in Hollywood, works for a studio, we constantly talk about that movie Shame. It's like, yeah, it's been an ongoing topic of conversation for the last decade at this point. Chris Pine and my favorite Florence Pugh movie and Chris Pine movie is The Outlaw King, not Don't Worry Darling. It's real, but you guys, if you haven't seen that movie, that was like Florence Pugh's quote unquote breakout role. She was only 21 years old. It is so good. Okay, he plays Robert de Bruce, and it's all about, the Scottish battle for independence after Braveheart, after William Wallace in the 1200s, against one of the closeted gay British kings, by the way. Yahya Abdul-Mateen. Oh, that's the guy. Oh, from Aquaman. It was the real thing in Watchmen. But he played Dr. Manhattan, so come on now. Real in A Million Little Pieces. If you guys haven't watched it, you should do yourself a favor. Treat yourself this weekend. It is Hanukkah. James McAvoy, it was real in The Last King of Scotland. And he says, yeah, I like to get naked. I like being naked. I like being naked on stage more than I like being naked on film. Naked on film is not that fun, but naked on stage is really quite freeing. On stage, there's nowhere to hide. You're completely vulnerable. When you're completely vulnerable, it can't get any worse, can it? That's actually valid. Maybe I should start only blinds. Oh my God, it was real in Wild Things. Sorry, Sosie. Ewan McGregor was real in Trainspotting and Velvet Goldmine. Ben Affleck was real in Gone Girl. Yeah, because he was busy knocking boots with Emily Ratajkowski in the breaks. He came straight from his trailer and was like, I'm ready to shoot now. Tom Hardy is one of the most notorious free bearers. It was real in Bronson, My Big Brother, Stuart, A Life Backwards, Colditz, and Sergeant Slaughter. I think he's filming Venom 3 now. I got stuck on Venom talk, and there was a discourse going on about whether or not he enjoyed Venom being up his backside. Okay. Paul Mescal, it is the real thing in normal people. He said it's something he's incredibly proud of. 50 Cent was real in the Starz series Power. And apparently he didn't know that his bits and pieces were going to be publicly aired and got really pissed at the show's creator after the fact. Has anyone seen it? And can you confirm if he is in fact not a Minuteman, so to speak? A minute man. Minute man. Jason Segel is real in Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Oh my God. Jason Biggs is real in American Reunion. Allegedly, his parts tested through the roof. It was the highest scoring character in the movie. It scored a 97. Richard Armitage, it's real in Obsession on Netflix. Sebastian Stan, this time it's real. In the movie Monday. I feel like there's a lot of D shown in Monday. Daryl McCormick in Good Luck to You, Leo Grande. He goes full frontal with Emma Thompson. Yes, it is real. They did rehearse together fully unclothed too. I love that about Emma Thompson. That's amazing. I love Emma Thompson. Okay, in Scenes from a Marriage, you guys, it's real. Dude, I'm gonna go on Max this weekend, and Scenes from a Marriage is gonna be like the most watched limited series this weekend again. Jordan Firstman, it's real in Rotting in the Sun. Barry Kagan, it's real in Saltburn. And Barry Kagan said, it totally felt right. This is my place. It's full confidence in. I can do what I want in this manner. I can strip to my barest and waltz around because this is mine. Yeah, it was fun. I love that. Dude, I love this dude. And that's the T on the D.